That. This. So, that was on my second album. So was this song. And it was like I said, I didn't, got to Nashville when I was 19. I didn't get to make a record till I was 30. I learned a little bit about songwriting before that happened. I was kind of grateful for that in the long run. And I learned that songwriting is not so much about, nobody really gives a damn about what I feel or what I think unless it's something they might have felt or thought at some point in their life. That's kind of what this job is. And also, sometimes it's necessary to create a character that's completely different than yourself in order to tell a story that you want to tell. This is a story about the high school that I went to for a very short period of time. And the culture there that was largely built around football. Texas in 1969, so. I was the least athletic human being in the history of my family's bloodline going back for thousands of years. But I wanted to tell a story about people that were different than I was. My high school was kind of a segregated high school, and by that I mean not the way we usually think about that, because there were only 2 black kids in my high school. I lived out on the western edge of San Antonio, Texas. In those days, there was a dividing line, pretty strict. Loop 410, on the inside of the loop was new subdivisions where there were kids like me going to school. And outside the loop, it's farm and ranch kids that they were baling hay for extra money, not mowing lawns. So the football team was pretty stout, and about half of them rodeoed as well, even though they weren't supposed to, at least during the season. And I was, kids out there wore boots and hats, and kids inside the loop dressed however, whatever they saw in American Bandstand or whatever. But I had long hair and cowboy boots, so I kind of weirded everybody out. And the football players were, half of them being cowboys and football players, they considered themselves to be double badasses, so they had to kick somebody's ass pretty much daily. I weighed 135 pounds. Didn't have a car, walked home to my girlfriend's house after school every day. So I was it. So pretty much every day that intercept me trying to walk out of there, and 3 or 4 people would pile out of a car or a truck, stomp a mud hole with me. I got my hair cut with a pocket knife a few times. Oh, that happened in California too. I know that for a fact from friends of mine out there. And just after a while, they took my boots once. That was really weird. I always wondered how they fit. But finally, there was one member of the football team that decided that wasn't exactly fair, and he took to materializing just as I stepped off campus every day and escorted me to my girlfriend's house. His name was Bubba. And my life improved drastically at that point, and eventually my understanding is he made an announcement before practice one day that I was off limits. And I think everybody took that to heart, but I wasn't taking any chances. I stuck pretty damn close to Bubba. Now, my idea of a date was to go to my girlfriend's house and get about 4 or 5 albums and stack them on the chain. She was kind of a latchkey kid, and we just do whatever we thought we could get away with before her parents came home. But I want to tell you, when those headlights hit the curtains in the front of the house, my athleticism improved drastically. I was through the sliding glass door and over the fence. And Bubba got damn near telepathic when it came to predicting when I was going to come out of the alley. He'd pick me up and we'd go right around in this truck for the rest of the night. High enough to hunt ducks with a rake. Because see, my hobby in high school was turning cowboys onto LSD. And this is an audience that will understand this. I'm not talking about club drugs. I'm talking about lysergic acid diethylamide 25. Because Owsley went to Austin too. I don't know, they just seemed like they needed it. And it was, I know Bubba was grateful. And we just ride around till we figured out that we were a danger to ourselves and the population at large. Probably livestock to some extent. And then we'd pull off and an empty field out there in that chaparral out west of town. No light pollution out there in those days, man, out Highway 16 headed towards Bandera. And we just lay up on the hood of Bubba's truck. You could still feel the heat from the engine under your back and look up at all those stars. And every once in a while, Bubba would go, "Did you see that?" Because Bubba never could grasp the concept that I couldn't see his hallucinations. I tried really hard to explain it to him, but finally I just said, "No, Bubba, that one's yours." But after a while, we'd come down, Bubba would drive me home and drop me off. I'd go in through the window, lay there and grind my teeth and listen to the radio until I fell asleep and pray that they didn't play Inagata Davida. I lost track of Bubba somewhere along the line. I have no idea where he is today, but I owe him, and I owe him big. Well, for my life, for one thing, but he also became the mannequin for several songs for a few records going forward, including 2 in this song alone. I was born and raised here, this town's my town. Everybody knows my name. Ever since the glass plant closed down, things right here never been the same. I got me a good job, alright, but some nights take me to another time. Back when I was number 29. Pretty good then, don't you know? Watch him go, buddy, I could really fly. Every one time came a hip flash, on blast, every out on Friday night. Sally in the heart, I'd push him back, way back, I was hers and she was mine. Back when I was number 29. We were playing Smithville, big boys, farm boys, second down a 4 to go. Bubba brought the play and good call. My ball, now they're gonna see a show. But Bubba let his man go a cut back, heard it crack, still hurts me, but I don't mind. Reminds me I was number 29. I go to the ball games, cool nights, half pints, Friday night walk. We got a pretty good team, big boys, strong boys, district champs the last 3 years. Got a little tailback, he's pretty quick, real slick at taking false stakes sometimes. Nowadays is number 29. I'm following rainbows, big dreams, bright springs, I've already captured mine. Back when I was number 29. Good night, Bubba, wherever you are.
Yeah.